company. Where does that leave you?
I do have exciting news of my own, and I will enlighten you very soon.
Are you digging for dirt on me?
No.
Did Kane put you up to this?
Okay, what's it about?
It's Audra. There's something that you need to know about the kind of person she really is.
However, Phyllis will seem confused about the power outage in the dining area. Danny will reappear and wonder if she was responsible, but Nate will insist a failed transformer from a construction site is to blame since he asked a staff member. Once Danny is alone with Phyllis, she'll get weepy over Christine calling her crazy since she'll indeed feel like she went crazy when she was held hostage with Sharon Newman, Sharon Case. Phyllis will try to make peace with Danny's marriage decision since she'll want his happiness, so they'll be on good terms as this discussion winds down. That said, Phyllis will opt to skip the joint party when Danny urges her to come back down with him on Monday's YNR episode. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Danny will end the festivities with a song, so it'll be a great way to conclude the Bachelor and Bachelorette shindigs. The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers for the next 3 weeks, October 20th to November 7th, reveal that Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, will wake up. There'll also be an epic wedding to remember while Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen, gets busted, so YNR fans won't want to miss all the excitement. The week of October 20th to 24th will bring out Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, troublemaker tendencies, so look for her to wreck Christine Blair's, Laura Lee Bell, Bachelorette bash before having a heart-to-heart with Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian. While Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, kisses Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Grizzitti, in a drunken moment, Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will try to convince Devin Winters, Bryton James, that he's a changed man. Kane may end up discouraged in the aftermath and become more willing to surrender to temptation with Phyllis, since all signs point to them sizzling together. At Mariah's facility in Boston, she'll wrestle with her painful history. Mariah will recall the horror she inflicted on Hensley, Michael Swan, but that was really just a response to the trauma Ian Ward, Ray Wise, put her through. It looks like Ian may visit Mariah for more tormenting, though that visit will likely just take place in her own mind. On another note, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, will make a big play for Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, and perhaps work to help her stay employed at Abbott Communications despite Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, and Billy Abbott's, Jason Thompson, reservations. Next, Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, has some pivotal scenes coming up since she'll meet Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, in person and face questions. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, will also see Sienna talking to Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, so that'll put Sienna on the inquisitive Abbott's radar and lead to his interrogation of her, too. Claire will get updates on Noah's medical crisis and stop by the hospital to see him, so Sharon will appreciate this sweet gesture. By the week of October 27th to 31st, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, should make her way to Los Angeles as well. Although Victoria will want to be there for Nick, she may also feel the need to watch over Claire and stop her from making any impulsive moves with Holden. Kyle will remain determined to prove that Holden is bad news and may uncover some shockers on his latest mission. Maybe Kyle could even assist Nick when it comes to figuring out who tried to wipe out Noah. While Kane and Phyllis navigate a possibly passionate new dynamic, Danny and Christine will finish off any final preparations for their nuptials. The big day should finally arrive during the week of November 3rd to 7th, so Christine and Danny fans will be eager to see them tie the knot. November 4th will also mark Lucas Adams' debut as a Noah Newman recast. Noah's coma wake-up call is ahead, but he may not awaken as quite the same man due to his brain injury. Of course, Detective Burrow will also get busted since he's apparently not doing legitimate police work based on his suspicious phone call. You can bet Nick's going to blast Burrow sooner or later and demand to know who he's actually working for. Roger Howarth's debut is also coming up in the not-too-distant future, so viewers will be eager to see if he's playing Sienna's lover, Mitch, or someone else instead. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some major revelations will heat things up in LA, so stay tuned. The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers update for the week of October 20th to 24th reveals that Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, will make a hospital visit and give Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, some surprise comfort. Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, will also make a bold move, so there'll be a lot happening on the CBS soap. For starters, Christine Blair's Laura Lee Bell bachelorette party will take a wrong turn thanks to Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, barging in uninvited. The power will ultimately go out at the athletic club, which will affect Danny Romalotti's, Michael Damian, bachelor gathering as well. However, Phyllis won't be responsible for that power outage since it'll turn out to be related to some construction problems. Phyllis will try to accept what she can't change when it comes to Danny's future with Christine. This marriage is going down whether Phyllis likes it or not, so she'll tell Danny that she wants him to be happy. Next, Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziade, will face Tessa Porter's Kate Fairbanks' drunk kiss and will have to make some hard choices in the aftermath. Mariah Copeland's Cameron Grimes' past will also take center stage, so she may imagine Ian Ward, Ray Wise, and Will Hensley, Michael Swan, are there haunting her at her facility in Boston. Back with Phyllis, she has some shocking romantic developments coming up, and they'll most likely involve crossing a passionate line with Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. Kane and Phyllis will reach an agreement after things head in a surprising direction, so they may agree to be friends with benefits. On the other hand, Phyllis and Kane might agree it can never happen again, though that's an agreement that could easily be broken. In Los Angeles, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will track down Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, and introduce himself as he searches for more Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, intel. Meanwhile, Claire will visit the hospital and give Sharon some comfort as she worries about Noah's medical condition. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will also try to expose Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, as a dirty, rotten scoundrel, so he'll take notice of Holden's shady meeting with Sienna and call Claire's attention to it, too. Later, Y&R spoilers say Kyle will interrogate Sienna and try to get to the bottom of her Holden connection. Finally, Sally will make a bold move for Audra Charles's Zuleika Silver sake, so she may fight for her friend's role at Abbott Communications, even if Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, aren't supportive. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Sally will step up for Audra and hope things work out, so stay tuned for updates on any major career news ahead. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers update for Tuesday, October 21st, reveals that Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will engage in some risky behavior while Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, has a booze-fueled wild night. Y&R fans know that Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, seems more depressed and distant than ever. Tessa's visit to Mariah's facility in Boston didn't go well at all, so she'll want to drink away the problems on Tuesday's show. Once Tessa tries to use alcohol to numb her pain, Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziade, will see that she could use some help. Tessa will barely be able to stand, so Daniel will think she'd better sleep this off in a suite upstairs at the athletic club. On the way up, Tessa will find another way to distract herself from all her Mariah heartbreak. Daniel's in for a big surprise when Tessa leans in and kisses him passionately. Although Daniel has fallen hard for Tessa, he obviously won't think it's a good idea for passion to erupt like this. Tessa will be drunk and emotionally distraught over Mariah, so Daniel will no doubt push her away for the time being. Over with Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, he'll approach Devin Winters, Bryton James, and hope they can put any animosity behind them. Kane may hope that by making peace with Devin, it'll serve as the first step toward making peace with Lily and the twins, too. However, Kane's goal won't pan out since there's no chance Devin will just forgive and forget. Devin's response may leave Kane more discouraged than ever when it comes to repairing his reputation and fixing his family. As for Phyllis, she'll behave in a way that's awfully risky. We'll see Phyllis do something big and bold, so we'll see if that involves a strategy to impress Kane or perhaps mixing business with pleasure. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis is set to get an unexpected love interest soon, so it's possible she'll lock lips with Kane and make their arrangement more complicated. Whatever the case, Phyllis will prove she's a gambling woman when she makes her next move, so stay tuned for updates on the shocking news to come. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, recap for Tuesday, October 21st, reveals that Ian Ward's Ray Wise return will stun Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, while Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, surrenders to Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, demand. At Society, Kane will overhear Devin Winters, Bryton James, trashing him to Abby Winters, Melissa Ordway, when he walks in. Lily will arrive soon after, so Kane will convince her to sit with him and make his latest "I've changed" spiel. Kane will admit he developed the AI program for the wrong reasons and will confess to his Genoa City takeover plans. However, Kane will assure Lily that he's turning things around and now wants to use the program for something good. Lily will insist the program must be destroyed instead and will argue that handing it over to her would be a good first step toward proving Kane has changed. Kane will suggest Lily should consider it done then and will surrender to her demand. At Crimson Lights, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will work on her laptop as she schemes to score control of Kane's AI and make sure she's holding all the cards in GC. At the GCAC, Daniel Romolotti Jr., Michael Graziade, will walk in with Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, after a rushed trip home from Boston. Although Daniel was hoping to make it back in time to join Danny Romolotti's Michael Damian bachelor party, he'll see that the bash must have wrapped up already. Tessa won't want to go home yet, so she'll get the nanny to stay with Aria Porter Copeland, Maddie, and Millie Ingle another night. Daniel will join Tessa for a drink in the jazz lounge and quickly realize she wants to get drunk to forget her problems. Since Tessa will be set on drowning her sorrows, Daniel will at least think she needs to get some food and drink some water, too. Tessa will head to the athletic club's dining area with Daniel and guzzle more booze, but she'll remain distraught over Mariah blowing up their life together. After Tessa decides to head up to a suite, Daniel will help her since she'll be tipsy and stumbling. That'll lead to Daniel holding Tessa on the staircase, where she'll surprise him by planting a passionate kiss. At the Boston Clinic on Tuesday's YNR episode, Mariah will consider contacting Tessa before calling Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, instead. Sharon will be by comatose Noah Newman's Lucas Adams' bedside when the call comes in, so she'll step out in the waiting area to answer it. Mariah will admit she's struggling and will give Sharon updates on Tessa's visit. After Mariah wishes Sharon could hold her and offer comfort, she'll wonder if her mom could come see her. Sharon will stammer a bit since she won't want to leave Noah, but she won't want to give the news of his crash to Mariah and worry her either. Mariah will ultimately decide it's best if she works things out on her own anyway, but Sharon will look distraught as her daughter disconnects. Mariah will cry over the playing card Tessa ripped up and sit there by herself until Ian suddenly appears sitting across from her. Ian, or at least the version Mariah has presumably cooked up in her mind, will ask Mariah if she's feeling lost and alone again. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Ian's return will shake Mariah up as she tries to deal with her past, so stay tuned. The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers for the next 2 weeks, October 20th to October 31st, reveal that Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, will have their first meeting while Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, may kick off a passionate mess. During the week of October 20th to 24th, Phyllis will crash Christine Blair's, Laura Lee Bell, bachelorette party and kick off another round of hostility. There'll also be a power outage that affects both Christine's pre-wedding celebration and Danny Romolotti's, Michael Damian, bachelor bash, but Phyllis thankfully won't be responsible for that part. After Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, gets drunk and kisses Daniel Romolotti Jr., Michael Graziade, Daniel will make a difficult choice. Since things are getting complicated between them, Daniel may consider backing out of the song performance that he agreed on with Tessa. Next, Mariah Copeland's Cameron Grimes' past will come back to haunt her as awful memories swirl. That could involve both the hotel horror with Will Hensley, Michael Swan, and all the Ian Ward, Ray Wise, turmoil she's endured. Meanwhile, YNR spoilers say Phyllis will opt to make a risky move. We'll also see Phyllis catch Kane off guard, which will lead to an understanding between them. If Phyllis locks lips with Kane, it could lead to some deeper passion on his train, or even at the GCAC. Kane and Phyllis may not find lasting love with each other, but could they at least find a sizzling mutual distraction? After Nick and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, fret over Noah Newman's Lucas Adams' medical woes, they'll turn their attention back to the investigation into his crash. Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen, may have more updates at some point, but is he even a real detective or just posing as one? Burrow should have some explaining to do once Nick finds out the truth about what he's up to and who he's working for. Nick will also trade introductions with Sienna as he works to figure out what kind of trouble Noah was stuck in out in Los Angeles. Plus, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, will be on a mission to uncover Holden Novak, Nathan Owen's dirt, so he'll grill Sienna after he spots her with Holden. Back in Genoa City, Sally will step up for Audra Charles, Suleika Silver, in a big way and perhaps convince Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, to keep the funding in place, even with Audra on board at Abbott Communications. However, Audra's thoughts may keep drifting to Noah during the week of October 27th to 31st. Noah's crash will leave Audra concerned and could drag her into the LA mayhem that's happening eventually. As for Phyllis, she's got an unexpected romance in her future, so that may involve Kane. Once Kane and